Hello, beautiful tribe sisters. I am so excited to have this goal setting workshop with you right now. And I cannot stress the importance of setting goals enough. Like, this is so critical to your success as a leader, as a business owner, as a circle facilitator, whatever it is, goals is where it's at. So, in this workshop, I want to share with you why you want to set your goals, how to set them effectively, creating your annual goals, your monthly goals, and how to use our community goal board. Okay, so let's just dive right in. So every single year, I have noticed that my business has expanded year after year, month after month, because I set goals. And two of my practices that I do every single year is I write a check to myself and I date it the last day of the year with how much money I want to make. And last year, I am absolutely blown away because it felt like a pie in the sky. Not so much a pie in the sky, but it definitely was a stretch. And I came so close. My mouth dropped when I found the check. I forgot that I had put it on my altar, but it actually fell underneath. And when I saw it, and then Brent showed us the numbers, I was blown away. And so that was the first thing that I did this year was I wrote myself another check, signed the universe of how much money I want to make for 2019. And I highly recommend that you do that ritual for yourself. And then what I did is I said, how can I make that possible? So the first thing is to actually look at what is the number that you really want to make this year? How much money do you really want to make this year? And get really clear. And I like to look at, like, what do you have to make in order to live, right? Like, to actually look at your expenses and make a realistic goal in that sense. But I am just shocked at how many people are not actually getting very specific about how much money they want to make this year, right? Like, have you done that yet? If you have not, please tell me and let's do this. And then what I do is I take a spreadsheet and I map out every single one of our programs of how many women I want to be in each of these programs and how much money each one is going to bring in. And I have still been trying to map this out for how we can hit this year's goal. But it is putting everything into concrete, tangible, like, yes, I can see the pathway to actually getting to my goal. So I want you to do the same thing for yourself. Is I want you to get clear on what is that number that you want to make this year. And if you look at all of your different income streams, how can you actually reach that goal? Okay? And specifically, because this is about you up-leveling your circle business, whatever you want to call it, right? Like, you want to start to build your community, you want to up level what you're doing as a circle leader. Now is the time. This is how you do it, is you set goals. And for those of you who are struggling still to really get your circle gatherings going, chances are you're probably not actually looking at the numbers and committing. Right? You're not committing to a date. You're not committing to a number. You're not committing to how much you want to be making. If you do not know those numbers and you are not actually telling the universe that, then the universe is going to continue to give you wishy-washy energy and nothing's ever going to happen. Right? Okay, so how do we set goals effectively? I want us to first look at the community goal board. And so what we've created is, and let's just drop that link in right now. So community goal board. There we go. And I'm going to put this link in. Here we go. Community goal board. Okay, so on this goal board, the first tab is annual goals. How many women do you want to impact this year? How much money do you want to make? And then break that down into the different types of circles that you're doing. Gatherings, programs, retreats. And I put in there one-on-one clients because I believe that that goes hand in hand with running circles. And if you don't have that, then just put NA, right? So just don't tell us, just leave that one blank. If you don't want to do retreats this year, put NA. And then what we did is we put in a visibility goal and something that you want to put at stake for your life. And so this visibility goal is all about you getting clear on how you want to up-level your visibility. And I want you to pick one strategy, one thing. And the reason why we only pick one thing is because if you try to do too much, chances are you're not going to do anything. KISS, KISS, keep it simple, sweetheart. So, for example, last year, I got clear that the one thing that I wanted to do was to master putting on a webinar, masterclass, right? And that is all I focused on. So that was my visibility goal, was I'm gonna rock out the webinar, I'm gonna get that rocking, and I did. And thank God I only focused on one thing, because it took a lot of energy and it was a huge learning curve for me to really dial that in. And it took, I did many webinars throughout the year. And now here's the great thing. I've got that dialed in. I can continue to use that. And this year I can pick something else of how I want to up-level my own visibility. So I've actually got two things, and I'm trying to get really clear on which one is the one that I want to do. I'd like to run a challenge this year, or multiple challenges this year. And I've been getting a very strong, like, oh my God, I have to do this around a specific challenge. I also really want to focus on our Instagram. And so I'm actually just going to pick Instagram. I'm going to pick our Instagram. And yeah, that's where I'm going to be focusing on building our community, building visibility is on our Instagram channel. Okay. Now, the second thing, what do you want to put at stake for your life? And for example, a breakthrough in your relationship with your husband. Why do we say this? Because there is a direct connection between circle and your life. There is no separation between you running your circles and you living your life. And the more that you can create that connection and see how your life impacts your circles and your circles impact your life, and there is no separation, the more embodied you're going to become as a leader. So I want you to look at what's the one thing this year that you want to have a breakthrough in, you want to transform, you want to up-level, you want to have just running so incredibly juicy this year as a result of you playing this circle game and setting these goals for your circle. So maybe that's, I want a better relationship with my husband, or I want to be in the best health I've ever been in. What's that one thing that you really want to do, you want to put at stake? And we call it putting it at stake because that's the thing that's like, this is the thing I'm all in for, right? This is why, personally, I want to have these breakthroughs in up-leveling my circle programs, is because I want to have this in my life, whatever this is. So I don't know what that would be for you. It could be a relationship. It could be deeper spirituality. Pick an area of your life. We actually have I'll put it in here actually, the circle of life. It's the 12 areas of life. So it's relationship, spirituality, your sexuality, your money, your health, your family, your creativity. So what's that one thing that you really want this year? For me, it's health. I made a goal that by the time I turn 40, I am in the best shape of my life. And I am totally on track. I feel so amazing. And specifically what I want to put at stake is that I am not having the burnouts that I had last year. And I've really, really gotten clear and very conscious and aware of what's going on with the burnout that I'm having. That happens like pretty much every launch. And I'm already taking some incredible steps towards that. And I would also say the other thing is that we have a house, but I would say health is more important. So I'm going to put that at stake. Again, one thing, that's it. The other piece here is that what we're tracking on this community goal board is specific to running circles. And we want to keep it very laser focused. I cannot stress this enough. The importance of being tangible, of being laser focused. These things are critical to your success. If you are trying to do everything or you're trying to be everything to everybody, then you're not going to be as effective. When we got really clear that what we're doing is we're training facilitators for Circle, when we got that laser focused and we narrowed it down, that's when things really started to turn around for us. And we've had massive success because we got so laser focused. And then the next step was when I stopped trying to do everything and I got really clear on like, we're only doing these few things. Next level of success, right? So that's why we are just keeping it narrow focused with this goal board. And what I'm going to ask is that you track this month after month. So you first go in there and you put in your annual goal. And then you go into the next one. Oh, cool. We've already got women using it. I'm in February. Charlene and Selena, thank you. So then you're going to say, what date are you having your gathering? How many women? How much are you going to charge? How much profit are you going to make? Not revenue, profit. And how many one-on-one clients do you want? And do you plan on doing a Circle program? Put the date on there, right? And then again, picking that one visibility goal. So if you go back to, okay, I'm going to do Instagram, right? Then what's the goal within that annual goal for the month? I want to increase my, I'm going to post every day. Maybe that's my goal. So keep it simple. One thing you're going to do. I'm going to post once a day, or you can make it tangible of I'm going to have 500 new followers. So one specific, and again, specific is the key. Okay. And then ooh, yeah, I like what I'm seeing here. Charlene, to initiate lovemaking. Awesome. Right. Okay. So then you want to link that back. What's that one thing that you said for your annual goal that you want to have, and then put the thing for the month. Okay. Let me repeat. Specific. So SMART goals. SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. That is what we are using on this goal board. Okay. So I don't want to see number of women 19 to 25. No, pick one number, 19. Okay, how much you want to charge? Put one number, right? Date, one number. Remember, these are goals. We want to be specific. We want to be tangible. We want to make them realistic so that you can have a win. And you want to be very, very clear, okay? So you can always change it. If you put that my gathering is going to be on the 17th, and then you go to your venue and you have to change it to the 18th, that's fine. Just go and update the sheet, right? As long as you put something in. So our request is that you have this filled out before the new moon of every month. And then you're going to come on to our ritual call, which will be on the new moon or around, right? So basically you have this done. You have it filled out by the time that call happens. You come onto the call and you declare it out loud to the community. Because when we speak our intentions into the space of Circle, that's when they become manifested. Okay. So you're going to declare it on the call, and then we're going to check back in for our tribe council call on the full moon. We're going to see how everyone did. We're going to celebrate if there's celebrations to have. We're going to share our struggles and lift each other up if we didn't hit that, right? But now we can create greater accountability in our tribe, right? Because you're being held accountable, you're holding yourself accountable, but now the tribe has something to hold you accountable for, right? This is huge. You don't understand how much this is going to up-level each and every one of you and our tribe as a collective. And that's what this is all about. This is about holding the individuals and our collective, right? So that we can all rise up together and make massive impact in the world. This year, impact. I would say that's our word, impact. How are we as a collective impacting the world? Let's do this together. I cannot wait to see what everyone's goals are so I can get behind you. I could be beaming you. I could be, this is how I can best support you, is that you go and you fill this out. So I can't wait to see, and I will talk to you all very soon.